Toto Wolff reportedly watched Max Verstappen drive a Mercedes through the Nurburgring, and by the end of the session, the entire paddock was asking the same question. How is he adapting this fast? Because this was not Formula One. This was the green hell. More than 25 kilometers of blind corners, forests, bumps, traffic, changing weather, and over 150 turns where one tiny mistake can destroy a car instantly. Most drivers need years to feel comfortable here. Verstappen needed 1 weekend to qualify fourth, and the numbers are what make this story almost unbelievable. His Mercedes AMG GT3 ended up less than 1 second away from pole position over an entire Nürburgring lap. That is not normal. That is the kind of performance that changes how professional drivers look at you. But here's where the story becomes explosive. Mercedes actually removed Verstappen from the car before the final pole shootout, even after he delivered one of the fastest laps of the entire weekend. Why would a team take out their fastest driver at the most important moment? Because inside the garage, they already understood something terrifying. Max Verstappen was not driving like a Formula One champion trying endurance racing for fun. He was driving like somebody who could dominate it. And once darkness, traffic, exhaustion, and possible rain swallowed the Nürburgring overnight, Formula One drivers started realizing this performance might be much bigger than a single GT race. At first, most people inside Formula One treated this Nürburgring appearance like a side mission for Verstappen. A fun challenge, a different kind of weekend before returning to Formula One. But that feeling disappeared almost immediately once the sessions began, because the Nürburgring exposes weakness faster than almost any circuit in the world. This place does not care about reputation. World champions have struggled here. Experienced endurance drivers still fear it. One tiny mistake can destroy a car instantly. And somehow, Verstappen looked comfortable almost immediately. That is what caught everyone's attention. The Nordschleife is more than 25 kilometers long, with over 150 corners twisting through forests, hills, bumps, and blind crests. Some corners tighten unexpectedly, while drivers are already fully committed. Others disappear over hills with barriers waiting on both sides. Imagine sprinting through a mountain road at extreme speed, while the road itself keeps vanishing in front of you. That is the green hell, and Verstappen attacked it like he had been racing there for years. Thursday already hinted something unusual was happening. The conditions were horrible. Cold temperatures, semi-wet asphalt, yellow flags constantly interrupting rhythm. Normally, those are the exact conditions where Nürburgring specialists dominate newcomers. But Verstappen still delivered one of the fastest performances. Then, Friday changed everything. The track dried, grip improved, and suddenly Verstappen unleashed an 8-minute 11.614 lap during top qualifying too. That lap changed the atmosphere inside the paddock instantly because the gap to pole position was less than half a second over the entire Nordschleife. Less than half a second over 25 kilometers. That sounds impossible. It is like two runners completing an entire marathon and finishing separated by a single footstep. And this is where Formula One drivers quietly started paying attention because Verstappen was not racing against amateurs. These were elite endurance racing specialists, drivers who have spent years mastering the Nürburgring. Some know every bump and braking point better than certain Formula One drivers know Monaco. And Max instantly looked like he belonged among them. But here's what made the performance even more impressive. The Verstappen racing garage stayed calm. No wild celebrations, no emotional reactions. Everything looked controlled, professional, almost expected. That tells you something important. Inside the team, they already believed the Mercedes AMG GT3 had genuine pace capable of fighting near the front. And suddenly, this stopped feeling like a celebrity appearance. Now, it looks serious, especially because endurance racing exposes qualities Formula One sometimes hides. Traffic management, patience, mental endurance. The ability to stay calm for hours while conditions constantly change. At the Nürburgring, drivers never get a break. Faster GT3 cars constantly slice through slower traffic. One bad decision can erase an entire race instantly. And Verstappen looks strangely calm inside all of it. That is what started impressing drivers the most. Not just the speed, the control, because anybody can attack one lap. Very few drivers stay composed through chaos. And as darkness slowly approached the Nürburgring, Formula One drivers watching this race started realizing something uncomfortable. Max Verstappen was not behaving like a Formula One driver trying endurance racing for fun. But maybe the most important part of this entire Nürburgring story has nothing to do with lap times, qualifying positions, or even the final result. It is the reaction Verstappen created inside the motorsport world because after this weekend, drivers stopped looking at him as only a Formula One champion. Now they are starting to look at him as something much bigger, a complete racing driver. And inside professional racing, that label means everything because elite drivers already expect Formula One champions to be fast. That part is normal. What truly shocks professionals is adaptability, the ability to jump into a completely different machine on one of the hardest circuits on Earth against specialists who have spent years mastering it and immediately compete near the front. That almost never happens, especially not at the Nurburgring. This circuit destroys confidence. Drivers cannot hide here. Cars cannot hide here. Teams cannot hide here. Eventually, every weakness appears. And that is exactly why Verstappen's performance became so important. Because over the course of this brutal event, weakness never really appeared. Pressure increased, traffic increased, fatigue increased, the danger increased. Yet, Verstappen Racing kept looking composed. That is what started impressing people the most. Not just the speed, the discipline, the calmness, the complete absence of panic. And maybe that explains why Toto Wolff reportedly watched this entire situation so carefully. Because experienced team bosses understand something casual fans often miss. Talent becomes far more dangerous when it is versatile. Anybody can specialize in one category. Very few drivers can dominate multiple worlds. And now, Formula One drivers are starting to realize Verstappen may actually belong in that category already. Especially because endurance racing attacks completely different skills. In Formula One, races are controlled carefully. At the Nurburgring, chaos controls everything. Traffic changes every lap. Weather changes every hour. Drivers constantly make split-second decisions while mentally exhausted, and Verstappen looks strangely comfortable inside all of it. That is not normal for a newcomer. That is the kind of behavior people usually see from veterans who have raced endurance events for years. But here is where the story becomes even bigger. This Nürburgring performance may have quietly changed how Verstappen himself views his future. Because once drivers experience endurance racing at this level, something often changes psychologically. The challenge becomes addictive. The unpredictability, the teamwork, the survival aspect. The feeling that every hour creates a completely new race. And Verstappen looked fully immersed in that environment, not frustrated, not overwhelmed, focused, locked in, almost energized by the chaos. That is why the paddock reaction became so intense after the night phase of the race. People realized this might not be a one-time appearance. And if Verstappen continues exploring endurance racing seriously, the implications become enormous. Le Mans, more Nürburgring races, global endurance championships, possibly building a legacy across multiple disciplines instead of only Formula One. That possibility suddenly feels real now because after surviving one of the hardest nights in motorsport while staying competitive near the front, Verstappen no longer looks like a Formula One driver experimenting outside his comfort zone. He looks like somebody expanding his territory. And maybe that is the real reason this Nürburgring weekend became such a huge story. Not because Verstappen surprised people with speed, because he surprised them with how naturally he fit into one of the most brutal racing environments in the world. The green hell usually exposes limits. Instead, it may have revealed that Max Verstappen's limits are far bigger than anybody imagined.